everybody? Welcome to Poli Games. I'm your host Joseph, and today we're going to ask the question, is Sony really still for the gamer? Are they for the player? Or is this where greatness truly awaits? I asked this question because Microsoft has come out and they said if you own Minecraft on the PC, Xbox One, mobile, or the Switch, you could play with everybody. Crossplay enabled. If you own Rocket League on the Xbox One, you could play with your Switch friend, vice versa, which is pretty awesome. And it goes into that utopia that we gamers see one day where the lines are blurry, pot is legal, and we're all just playing together because you know what? Who cares about Sony or Microsoft, man? We're just people. You know, PlayStation guys can play Destiny with their Xbox bros. Everything is a perfect utopia. Why isn't Sony a part of this crossplay deal? Right? Because they're missing from Minecraft, they're missing from Rocket League. Why isn't Sony taking part of this deal? Well, they've come out and stated that, well, they just feel like we want total and utter control of our community. We want total and utter oversight over our community, and they don't want to put it into a ecosystem that they don't know. Now, Microsoft has come out and said, well, Nintendo's a part of this, and they're all about safety. So, what's your point here? And they've been having this stupid back and forth ever since. It really comes down to this. Sony doesn't want to do it for a multitude of reasons. A, they're in no position to. They're 60 plus million units sold. Their communities are thriving and large because, again, they've sold so many consoles. They are doing really well. So they don't see a point. They already have Minecraft. It's already doing pretty well on their system. They don't see the point of going over and doing this crossplay thing with Microsoft because they have nothing to benefit. They have nothing to benefit from Rocket League. Their Rocket League community is huge because it started on PlayStation. So they have, again, nothing to benefit from this deal. As Microsoft or the Switch, they have something to benefit because their communities are still a little bit smaller. So any game that they could come together on, they will. And Nintendo doesn't see Microsoft as a threat, vice versa. They're not, complete competitors. Yes, they both make games, but both their games are completely different. Nintendo is more family focused and Microsoft is more mature when you look at the whole grand scheme of things, right? Sometimes they interlap, but where they meet, yeah, sure, they'll play along, they'll play nice with each other. It's cool. When it comes to Sony and Microsoft, they're in complete competition with each other on most, if not all, things. So Sony doesn't want to say, well, you know what? Let's blur the lines. PlayStation guys play with Xbox guys because it's the benefit of all gamers. They don't see it that way. They're seeing it as their bottom line. If we blur the lines, then what is the true point of owning a PlayStation? Just that The Last of Us is the only place you could play there? That's it? No, we don't want to do this deal. And it's completely understandable in a business perspective like that. Hell, if I was Sony, I wouldn't want to do it either. Again, they're in no position to make this move. And my God, if this offends you so much, and the reason why I'm making this video is because of this article I saw. It was truly cringeworthy. E3 2017 impressions. Sony's now holding the industry back. If that is true, then go out, trade in your PlayStation, because I know you have one, buddy. Go over there, trade in that console, buy an Xbox. Buy a Nintendo Switch. Support this idea. Support it with your dollars, with your money, with your funds. And stop buying anything Sony related. If that is the way you feel, then champion it by supporting Microsoft, by supporting Nintendo, by buying Minecraft on both the Xbox One and Rocket League, and then putting your money where your mouth is and actually using crossplay. Or else, just shut up. Because at the end of the day, again, Sony sees it as we don't want to talk to our... We could be nice to our competition, but we're not going to be that nice with our competition. And Sony sees it as the console's doing so well, we don't need crossplay. And Microsoft's seeing it as a ways of, getting a bigger online community together. So if you want this crossplay idea, Sony isn't holding the industry back. Not one bit. In fact, you can show them, vote with your dollar, and not buy a Sony product from them. That's how you show that they're holding the industry back. But 60 plus million units sold is not holding the industry back whatsoever. They get to make the rules, right? That's why when any game comes out, PlayStation is usually going to play a little bit better because people code genuinely for the console that has the most units out there, because that's where most of the money is going to come from. So, with that said, gang, at the end of the day, Sony isn't for the players. Sony's about their gamers, their players. They want to make sure that they control the ecosystem, that there is the only one stop shop for anything PlayStation, that they're in complete and utter control of their ecosystem. That's the way they want it. And the only other place where you get an open ecosystem when it comes to gaming, or almost anywhere, is, guess what? The PC. Because even iOS and Android, they don't play nice with each other, right? Mac and Windows, they don't play nice with each other at all. Sure, there are some games out there that are cross-play, but that's because Sony gets to say the bottom line in anything. And at the end of the day, too, people are forgetting this one little bit of information about the whole holding back the industry. Goddamn nonsense. Is that in order to do this crossplay feature, you need to have a Microsoft account. Sink that in. Sony doesn't want their Sony customers making a Microsoft account on a Sony machine, seeing Xbox Live plastered on the left, right, and center of their screen. If a PlayStation customer sees Xbox Live, they will question why they're even buying PSN in the first place. And that is the major thing, is that if this crossplay is a reality, PSN, Xbox Live go bye-bye. And that is a cash cow for both of those companies. That is an insured and almost free $60 for each of them. So take that into account before we start making ludicrous assumptions about companies. And start thinking like one. Seriously. Again, if I was Sony, I get it. It makes sense. It might not be the best customer thing to do or pro-consumer thing to do, but it's also not the worst thing. You know, this was a pipe dream. This idea was a pipe dream going into E3. Nobody was even thinking about it, and it's still a pipe dream today. So I don't understand the outrage or the outcry. Maybe I'm in the wrong here, though. Maybe I am just a Sony fanboy who plays majority of his games on Xbox. But please, tell me that in the comments. I love hearing that. Because when I hear that, I know that you didn't make it 7 minutes into this video. You just typed me a comment, and then I secretly giggle and think you're dumb. So, with that said, please, I want to know your opinion. So, down below, what do you think? Is this anti-consumer? Do you think Sony should go ahead and do it? Or you see it like me, I don't really give a shit. With that said, with all that out of the way, everybody, that is just my opinion. Like I said, I want to know yours in the comment section down below. And if you like rants like these, please hit like, share, subscribe. It helps me out, shows me that you care. I also do some new stuff. I also do first impressions. I have one of Mario Odyssey, which is fucking awesome. And I also have I do from time to time, I don't like to brag, unboxing videos as well. So with that said, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. Keep your wits about you and have a nice one.